What's going on, y'all? It's your man, Stephen Barlow, coming at you with the Flying Illini report. First off, let me say the Fighting Illini family is mourning with the passing of assistant coach Jimmy Collins. He meant a great deal to the players that played for him and the people that came in contact with him because he was an energizing figure. He was a father figure, uncle, brother like type of guy we all loved, and we're all heavy hearts right now. So this is a tribute to Coach Jimmy Collins. So let's take a look at the last game. Illinois loses to Missouri. Now, a lot of people were upset with the officiating, the disparity in free throws. But if you really look at the game, there's some things that really are glaring that point out why the Illini didn't win. Outstanding performance by Ayo Dosunmu, set a scoring record by a player in this series. I think the previous record was held by Andy Kaufman with 33 points. Ayo Dosunmu with 36. Outstanding effort in a losing cause. When you look at the game, there are some numbers that jump out at me. Frazier, Williams, and Miller were 3 of 12 combined from the field. Frazier and Williams only took 3 shot attempts each. They've got to be more aggressive looking for their shots and creating offense. They cannot depend so much on Kofi inside, Ayo on the perimeter, and maybe Adam Miller trying to stress the defense. Trent Frazier and DeMonte Williams need to find their offense. 11 missed free throws. Now, you can talk about the officiating all you want, but the Illini missed 8 free throws in the first half. They weren't bad in the second half, but those 8 missed free throws, obviously in a 3-point game, that will come back to bite you. So the Illini are going to have to shore up their free throw opportunities because in the thin margin that is the Big Ten Conference, every game can come down to 1 or 2 possessions. And if you don't hit your free throws, you're going to be susceptible to lose. -9 on the rebounding. Illinois, one of the better rebounding teams in the country. They were -9 on the glass. That can't happen. If you want to win a rivalry game, if you want to win a road game in the Big Ten Conference, and you're considered one of the elite rebounding teams in the country, you have to be that. If you're not dominant on the glass, you end up losing. And Missouri did a really good job of, they were very aggressive on the glass. They kept the Illini off the offensive glass in fine fashion. So to recap the Missouri game, there's some good things to take away from it. Ayo Dosunmu was dominant, although the last few possessions, he made some critical decisions that did not bode well for the Illini, but overall, it was an outstanding performance. Andre Curbelo continues to come on. He was 5 of 10 from the field. I believe he had 13 points. He's lessened his turnovers, so that's a really good thing, and he's starting to come on. Kofi Cockburn, when he wasn't in foul trouble, was very effective. 8 of 10 from the field. Was a dominant force on the offensive end. So there's some good things to take away from the Missouri game. So don't hang your head too long, Illini fans, because Big Ten slate is coming up. December 15th, the Illini host Minnesota Gophers to start the Big Ten slate. This is a dangerous Minnesota team because Marcus Carr is a creative scorer, one of the best scorers in the nation. And guards like him that are creative, that can work the ball screen action, give Illini problems. Plus, Minnesota's fairly big and deep up front. They've got Eric Curry back from injury. Isaiah Enan is playing very well. Brandon Johnson, a transfer forward, originally from Chicago, Illinois, came in from Western Michigan. He has a high ankle sprain. I don't know if he'll be available for Minnesota against Illinois, but he's a viable big. Liam Robbins is really coming on, a 7'1" center, transfer from Drake, had a double-double in their last game. He is really playing outstanding basketball. So the Gophers are big and they're deep up front. Gabe Kalsher starting to shoot the ball a little bit better, is an outstanding defender as well, is a knockdown three-point shooter. Minnesota will pose some problems for the Illini. Now, where the Illini can benefit, in my opinion, even though Minnesota's big, they're not a particularly great rebounding team, and the Illini can beat them up on the glass. Also, Ayo Dosunmu will be a tough matchup for Minnesota. Gabe Kalsher will probably get the call, and he's an excellent on-ball defender. I'm not sure if he has the size necessarily to bother Ayo in terms of Ayo getting in to mid-range game or trying to get to the rim. So that will be a key matchup to watch out for. Gabe Kalsher, outstanding on-ball defender against Ayo Dosunmu. And I think the Illini can win this game, but it will not be easy, ladies and gentlemen. Just like I told you about the Missouri game, this Minnesota team is scary. And when Marcus Carr gets going, there's really not anybody that can slow him down one-on-one defensively in the Big Ten. He's that talented. So this will be an outstanding matchup for the Illini, but I like the Illini at home in this one. Next up for the Illini on December 20th, Sunday, at Rutgers. This is an outstanding Rutgers ball club that's in the top 25 right now, led by Ron Harper Jr. He's an outstanding wing player, averaging 24 points per game. He can score on all three levels. He can shoot the three. He's big and strong. He's 6'6", about 230, so he can create space with his broad shoulders and attack you from the mid-range game, and he can also dunk on you at the rim. He's a much better athlete than advertised. And they have some size in Johnson up front. He's 6'11". Omoruyi is 6'11" up front. And then they have a plethora of guards that they can attack you. Jacob Young might be the quickest guard in the Big Ten. Lefty, can get anywhere on the court he wants to, puts a lot of pressure on the defense. In ball screen action, he may be an issue for the Illini. Montez Mathis is an attacker slasher guy on the wing. Paul McCahey is a 6'6" point guard that is a pass first guy, but is a high percentage shooter. This is going to be a difficult game for the Illini. I would not be surprised to see Rutgers beat the Illini in Piscataway, New Jersey. So that's going to wrap it up for this Flying Illini report. Love to hear some feedback from you guys. Send me an email at steven.bardo@gmail.com or go to my website, stevenbardo.com, and leave me a message. Good luck, Illini fans. Good luck to the Illini this week, and I will talk to you soon. Peace, y'all.